Familiar faces. It's so exciting. Hi, like magic. Suddenly the whole screen blossoms and everybody, like different branches, all appear. Wow, how lovely to see you all. You all look very bright, and of course it's getting to night here now in England, but I'm super happy to be hosting for the first time the Daily Antidote of Song. So I get to say hello to everybody, which is going to be really fun. I think people are still joining. I can see we're up to 58 people in the room so far. Thanks for coming, everyone. We have a lovely guest, 59 and going up. And we have a lovely guest who is a very close neighbour of mine here in Totnes, who'll be sharing a song with us. And we'll have a little bit of a chat. And I hope you'll all enjoy joining in with his song. I'll introduce him in a moment. I think Facebook are already with us, so it's a big hi to Facebook. Yes, say hi to Facebook. It's always exciting. We don't know who might be there, so you're very, very welcome if you are joining us that way. And I think possibly we should make a start and say hello to everybody in the room so far. So it's a big hello to Joe. I can see you. You're sitting there right at the top of our screen, like presiding. And thank you for everything that you do. Don't get cold where you are. Joe was just telling me it's a bit cold in wherever you are again, somewhere near Washington, D.C. Now, this is going to be my test, isn't it? When I get the MD and MT, what are those states? But we'll see how I go. So big hi to Aaron, our tech person today. Great to see you. Okay, here we go around the screen. We've got Toby S. on Tamian tribal lands. Hi to you, Annette. Always bright and lovely to see you, Annette. We've got Suzanne, possibly in some kind of oak cabin. And Deli, lovely to see you always. Hi. Arlene and Lion Friend in San Francisco. Harvey and Valerie, hello to you. Beautiful sunshine coming in your window. And Brian, great to see you, Brian. Hi there, Brian. And Willard, the curly top, where's your clarinet? It's coming along one of these days. Woo! And Deborah in Kentucky, hi to you. Joni with some birds flying over, hi. Sheila in Florida, hi. Cricket is showing us something we'll maybe highlight in a moment. Oh, it's the beautiful. It was made for you, wasn't it? It's so gorgeous. I think it might have even been made by Susan G, who's the next person. Fabulous to see you. Sarah Page in Texas. Great to see you. Janet in Atlanta. Hi. Kathy in Virginia. Kathleen in, one of my favorites, Albuquerque. Pete and Janet in Toronto. Johnny Harper just got up out of his chair, but he was so brilliant yesterday. And let's see, I think that is just got covered up by the chat. Let me put the chat in a different place, over to the one side, if it will go there. Woo, yes, there we go. Shari in New Hampshire, hi. And Kate in Charlottesville. Susan Miller in Seattle. Let's change screen. And Carolyn and Winter Elf in DC. Kevin, hi to you in New Hampshire. Who's next? It's Steve and Michelle. Hello to you. Dan Walker in Vienna, but not the Vienna in Austria. Rosalie Denonfield. Hello. Squirrely Carolyn of Boise. Oh, that squirrel is so realistic. Tim Steinman. Hi to you in Nashville, Tennessee. In Victoria, BC, it's Luda. Hello with your heart. Don and maybe some other curly top. Good to see you. It's Amanda and Miles and Alex. Hi. And it's Anna, possibly doing some cooking. Great to see you too. It's Hindi. Hello to you. Penny in Victoria, Anne in Maryland, Jim in NYC, cool. Aloysius, I hope in Westford, somewhere on the road or outdoors in the sunshine. Trish and Victoria, busy, hello to you. Ruth, my kind of neighbour in Birmingham, England. Sue Shaw, it's really you. Mabel in Massachusetts and one of the bears. Karen in Oregon. Nancy in the Irish Cow. Sandy in North Carolina. Gary, hi to you, Gary Pausner. Let's flip over the screen and see, did we miss anybody? Thanks for jumping around, little Christiana in MD. Oh no! You have to tell me later, or yeah, she's miming it, shoveling snow. Spice in Baltimore, lovely wave there, hi. Jamie Dundas, hi to you. Carol J in Connecticut. Storm with a power hat today, fantastic. And anyone we missed? Ooh, Elise Witt is here. Joni. These are people off camera. Bronwyn in Victoria. Anne in Knoxville. Sarah Hartigan. Hindi. Mary Morgan. LMG in Connecticut. Jane in Maryland. We're nearly there. C. Cox, I think that is Kathy. And with a beautiful picture, Lorianne, Kachina, Courtney. Gary in New Mexico. We're almost there. Elizabeth. And a moonflower, good way to end. Sorry if we missed somebody off. We'll catch you on the goodbyes. So, hello from England, where it is 5:10 in the afternoon, approaching cocktail hour. And we are here. I have with me a very special guest, a musician who also lives in Totnes. And without further ado, let me introduce my friend, my housemate, actually, and that is Ayo. Come in, Ayo.
Hello.
Here he is.
How do you do?
Shall we swap? I think let's bring Ayo into the hot seat.
Right, hot seat. Here I come.
So Ayo is a wonderful percussionist, singer, songwriter.
I'm on the hot seat now.
Yeah, is it hot?
Yeah, very, very hot. In fact, you kept it warm for me. Right. Hello.
So, Ayo, yes, Ayo and I, met early this year, for the first time. You'd been in Africa.
Yeah.
And came back to the UK. And, what a beautiful coming together that Ayo and I share this house. It's kind of an extended household, I would say.
Yeah.
It's Tonnes style.
Communal.
Yes, it is, which is the way we like it. And Ayo and I have met and have been doing some music workshops for young people. That's mostly what we've done, and started collaborating, and it's a real joy because I really like the way Ayo works. So we'll talk a little more about Ayo's background and the way he works with music and art. But first of all, shall we go to your song, Ayo?
All right. Okay. Yeah.
I think the words are going to come up in the chat.
Well, welcome everyone. How are you all? This is my first time getting involved in this anecdotal thing, or singing anecdote.
Antidote. Yeah. Here we go.
And I love it. I think it's going to be good. My song today that I want to share with you is called What About the Party? Everywhere we go, we have party. We have green party, blue party, red party, conservative party, this party, that party, democratic party. And what about them? So this song come about of traveling all around the place and observing and watching and participating and looking into the socio-economic kind of like eonces of this little dot that we live in that we call the dunya. And after a long time, I had the inspiration. I didn't write this song. This is like a thing that comes through me. And I have these words that come out that ask these questions and say, what about these parties? Right. Without further ado, I would like you to join me. So it's a call and respond thing. It's quite easy. So all you do is repeat what I say, and the lyrics are there somewhere. You can find them. It's called what about the party? So there we go. I'll start. In fact, I would like to introduce my instrument to you. This is called the Kongoma. It's a traditional instrument that we made ourselves in Africa. It's my granny's tabletop. The table get old and she wanted to destroy it, so we use the top of the table to turn into an instrument. So these are hacksaw blades, just ordinary hacksaw blade, and the fret, and a very good bass instrument. Kongoma is called. So this is how it sounds. Taxes are high, benefit low, war and crime, people are poor. Taxes are high, benefit low, war and crime, and people are poor. Austerity here, over there, and everywhere we go. Austerity here, over there, and everywhere we go. What about the party? What about the party? What about the party? What about the party? Lies, 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 we don't believe a word you say. Lies, 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 we don't believe a word you say. You're rich, we're poor, and that's the score, we don't want your politics. You're rich, we're poor, and that's the score, we don't want your politics. What about the party? What about the party? What about the party? What about the party? They say free market and capitalism can come together to make things better. But when free market meet capitalism, only capitalists then get better. They say free market and capitalism can come together to make things better. But when free market meet capitalism, only capitalists then get better. What about the party? 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 The partisans. 5% are very rich, other 95 feeling the pinch. 5% are very rich, other 95 feeling the pinch. Too much bills to pay, too much tax to pay, too much rates to pay, we squeeze every day. Too much bills to pay, too much tax to pay, too much rates to pay, we squeeze every day. What about the party? What about the party? The partisans. What about the party? Hey! What about the party? The partisans. What about the party? What about the party? The partisans. I say lies, lies, lies. We don't believe a word you say. Lies, lies, lies. We don't believe a word you say. Lies, lies, lies. We don't believe a word you say. And lies, lies, lies. We don't believe a word you say. Hey, you rich, we're poor, and that's the score. We don't want your politics. You rich, we're poor, and that's the score. We don't want your politics. What about the party? Hey, what about the party? The partisans. What about the party? What about the party? The partisans. White teeth, black heart, make everything fall apart. White teeth, black heart, make everything fall apart. For more and more gain, follow policies insane, frack the earth and poison the rain. For more and more gain, follow policies insane, frack the earth and poison the rain. What about the party? What about the party? The partisans. What about the party? What about the party? The partisans. What about the party? What about the party? The partisans. What about the party? What about the party? The partisans. I say lies, lies, lies. We don't believe a word you say, yeah. Lies, lies, lies. We don't believe a word you say. I say lies, lies, lies. We don't believe a word you say, yeah. I say lies, lies, lies. Hey, we don't believe a word you say, yes. You rich, we're poor, and at the score we don't want no politics. Hey, we rich, we're poor, and at the score we don't want your politics. What about the party? What about the party? The partisan. What about the party? Hey, what about the party? The partisan. What about the party? What about the party? The partisan. Taxes are high, benefit low. War and crime, people are poor. Taxes are high, benefit low. War and crime, people are poor. Austerity here, over there, and everywhere we go. Austerity here, over there, and everywhere we go. What about the party? Yeah, yeah. What about the party? The partisans. What about the party? What about the party? The partisans. What about the party? What about the party? The partisans. I say lies, lies, lies. We lies, lies, lies. We don't believe a word you say. I say lies, lies, lies. We don't believe a word you say. One more time. Lies, lies, lies. We don't believe a word you say. Yeah, you're rich, we're poor, and that's the score. We don't want your politics. Thank you. We don't want your politics. Oh, yes. It's good. See everybody dancing, everybody moving. It's about the rhythm and the swing. Thank you so much. And I hand you over to the host.
Yes, stay put. I
right,
for a second.
Okay.
Yeah, it's so much fun watching everybody dancing and joining in. I don't want to pick anybody in particular out, but there was some great dancing. People out of their seats and really, really giving it a great rhythm.
Yeah, it's bubbling.
Bubbling.
Bubbled.
I know, yes.
Yeah, it was bubbly.
That's because Ayo's very bubbling. I really think of, if there's a word to sum up Ayo, he's bubbliness itself.
Yeah.
Wow, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you too.
I because I was bopping away in the background, I couldn't see the chat, but I'm sure that lots of messages were coming in and that people were enjoying it. Oh, it says, can you raise your volume just slightly? So when we do the song again, perhaps we'll just bear that in mind. Sorry, we just picked that up now. But Ayo, maybe, so where were you when you wrote that song?
All over the place. All over the place. I was not in one place when I wrote this song, because this song is an inspiration that follows me around, because I travel the world and I do what I do, mix and blend, play a lot, listen a lot, observe a lot, and then through that pattern of playing, observing and listening, this song comes through. And this song comes through me like I become a channel.
Yes.
Yeah, so I channel all these words.
We were talking when we were setting up for today. We were talking about the art of songwriting and like where does it come from, and that perhaps in a way the artist it's not so much an invention, but you just tune in to what's already there, and that's how the song becomes a song.
Yeah, this song become a song from just playing and listening and observing and moving about, because everywhere you go there are people, and people always play, people always listen, people always participate. It's all an inclusive life. So the song for me is an inclusive thing.
Right.
Yes.
It's about bringing people
together.
into something.
Yeah, bringing people together, and also being a channel, channeling stuff. So that's what the song is about.
Wow. Yeah, because we were talking about, like, in that context of being a traveling, touring musician in lots of different bands, perhaps you arrive somewhere and you have the chance to do a gig. What do you see your role as an artist? What's the main thing that you are doing there?
I see my role as an artist as an edutainer. Edutainer, I means to educate and entertain and to play. Yeah, that's my role as an artist. And also to bring together. You bring together, you represent your community, you play with your community. As an artist, I want to break the barrier between the performer and the audience. So my art is all inclusive. My music is all inclusive. So my art, it's not prosemion thing. It's not like me and them or us and them. No, it's togetherness. It's about we. It's all we-ism instead of I-ism. So my art is all about inclusive, totality, playing, enjoying, and educating and entertaining. Edutain.
Wow, sounds amazing, doesn't it? And I know that as well as playing as a musician, as a percussionist and a singer, you're involved in theatre and acting and
dance, music. It's all together. You see, this thing is, when I came to Europe or when I came to England, that's when I realized that performance art is divided into different categories. You have the music department, and you have the dance department, and you have the theater department. That baffles me a lot. It takes ages for me to get my head around that, because when I was in Africa training, I was training with all the facets together. I don't have to go to the dance department, to go to the theater department, to go to the music. Everything was done in one pot, and I mean one place, under one roof. The music, the dance, the theater, the storytelling, the everything. So theater is total. That's why I become a total performer, a multidisciplinary total performer. So when I asked my supervisor when I was at university why they divide it, he said to make more money to pay people. That's what he says to me.
Yeah, it's like the words in your song. There's a few lovely questions coming in. I'm just catching some of them. Apologies that I probably missed a lot, but I know one thing that I saw in your resume, Ayo, was a sort of credit to the ancestors. And there's a message, I think it's from Joe, is saying, do you come from a family of musicians?
Yeah, I come from a family of not just musicians, but living artists. Because arts for us in Africa, it's a social thing. It's part and parcel of your community. It's part and parcel of your family. It's part and parcel of who you are. So it's generic. Yes. So arts for me is passed down. What I have now, I had the opportunity to be schooled and educated and trained in what I do, but because it has been there before, my mom was into it, my dad was into it, and their mom and dad was into it. So it's an ancestral thing, yes.
Yeah, so in a way, of course, perhaps not everybody is so lucky as that, but then it's up to us as well as musicians or just as members of a community to encourage art and expression and try and
very important
put these things on. There was another question. Someone would I'm sure we would all like to see the instrument sort of in action. I don't know if it's possible to stand or just get a little higher so we can see it as you play it.
Looks easy, but it's not. It's like rubbing your stomach and your head in the same direction. It's really, really difficult to do. It takes years and years to learn.
I can tell you, sitting here right beside it, it totally gets you in the gut. It really gets you in the stomach. That bass note. I don't know if it's coming across over the Zoom, but it sounds amazing. And the other thing I'm impressed with this instrument is that it's totally
sort of organic,
intact in itself. It doesn't have a case. It goes through customs like this. It's got like
fragile
Air Canada fragile on it. It's just like the perfect, indestructible instrument.
Yeah, it's been everywhere. This machine.
Wow.
He's been to Tampa in Florida. He's been to you name it. He's been there.
Fantastic. Lovely. Well, I think that there are lots more questions, Ayo, about you and your instrument and your music. But I think it's important that we get round and sing the song again. Oh, yeah. And perhaps, this is the chance to join in with a percussion instrument or anything that you have to hand. I just happened to find some vegetables over there, so left over from the winter. So they were working quite nicely. And yes, you're absolutely right. We do have someone else in the room now as well. We have little Yoshi and Jake. So maybe we'll all join in the background, all dancing together as we do the song one more time. Thank you so much. I just also wanted to mention we're in this small town in England called Totnes, but it's not strange in such a town as this to meet another musician from a different part of the world. There's something magical about Totnes, isn't there, Ayo?
Yeah, Totnes is a place it's an alternative town. It's a gathering town. Totnes is the place where you can be weird and nobody batted an eyelid. You can be who you are in Totnes and nobody cares. That's the place. If you want to be who you are and really be who you are, come to Totnes in Devon. And you'd have the opportunity to be clearly. Nobody sees you. Even if you walk up and down the high street, clothing optional, that's your business.
Yeah, you're all coming, aren't you? You're all invited. They're all coming.
Yeah. Oh, love that. We'd have a jamboree.
Right then. Shall we do the song one more time? I don't know if we'll do it all or I'll leave it to you, Ayo, how much you want to do. I think the words are going to come back up in the chat and... we'll see how we get on. But don't forget the dancing.
Aye. Taxes are high, benefit low. War and crime, people are poor. Taxes are high, benefit low. War and crime, people are poor. Austerity here, over there. and everywhere we go. Austerity here, over there, and everywhere we go. What about the party? What about the party? What about the party? Yeah. What about the party? The party's on. They say free market and capitalism can come together to make things better. But when free market meets capitalism, it's only capitalists then get better. They say free market and capitalism can come to better things better. But when free market meets capitalism, only capitalists then get better. What about the party? What about the party? The party's on. What about the party? What about the party? The party's on. Lies, lies, lies. We don't believe a word you say. Lies, lies, lies. We don't believe a word you say. You're rich, we're poor, and that's the score. We don't want your politics. Eba! You're rich, we're poor, and that's the score. We don't want your politics. What about the party? What about the party? The partisans. What about the party? What about the party? The partisan. Aha! It's bubbling. Everybody got their instrument. That's good. 5% are very rich, other 95 feeling the pinch. 5% are very rich, other 95 feeling the pinch. Too much tax to pay, too much bills to pay, too much rates to pay. We pay every. Too much tax to pay, too much bills to pay, too much rates to pay. We squeeze every day. What about the party? What about the party? The partisans. What about the party? What about the party? The partisans. White teeth, black heart, make everything fall apart. White teeth, black heart, make everything fall apart. For more and more gain, follow policies insane. Frack the earth and poison the rain. More and more gain, follow policies insane. Frack the earth and poison the rain. What about the party? Love it, hey. What about the party? The party's on. What about? Oh man, this is good. Taxes are high, benefit low, war and crime, people are poor. Taxes are high, benefit low, war and crime, people are poor. Austerity here, over there, and everywhere we go. Austerity here, over there, and everywhere we go. What about the party? What about the party? The party's on. What about the party? What about the party? The party's on. What about the party? Woo! What about the party? The party's on. Lies, lies, lies. We don't believe a word you say. Lies, lies, lies. We don't believe a word you say. I say lies, lies, lies. We don't believe a word you say. One more time. Lies, lies, lies. We don't believe a word you say. I say you rich, we're poor, and that's the score. We don't want your politics. You rich, we're poor, and that's the score. We don't want your politics. It's nice to see everyone bubbling wherever they are. That was good. That's so good. That's brilliant. Thank you so much.
Yeah, big round of applause for Ayo.
Thank you so much.
Oh, we were all dancing here. Were you?
I was bubbling.
It looked like it. Great. Ooh. Wow. Thank you so much, Ayo.
That was good.
He's sweating. He's sweating.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
sweating.
You make me sweat.
Yeah.
Tell you in the
He's
winter.
under the spotlight. Oh, yeah, maybe you too. We hope
it's hot where we are.
we hope you warmed you up.
Yeah, we warmed up.
Brilliant. Right, well, if I could come back on the hot seat now, because I can see it is time to begin to draw things to a close. So thank you so much. Big thank you to Ayo, and also to Aaron for doing the tech there, and for Joe. And yeah, that was great. So you might have seen me bopping in the background, and actually in my hand, I have my friendidote, giftidote has just arrived like 1 hour ago. The postie came and knocked on the door, and it's like, oh, I'm so excited to get it, and it's really good. It's like, it's got the Cop DM address, so who could it possibly be from? What could it possibly be? It came from America like this. and it didn't get kind of bent or snapped in half or anything. So very quickly, shall I open? Oh! I have a suspicion that possibly my secret friendidote might be on the screen with me now, and I'm so happy it's you, Kevin. I'm so happy it's you. Awesome! Wow, you did a great job getting it all the way over here. I'm unwrapping it now. I've honestly not seen what's inside.
Okay.
It's so exciting. Wow. I can't remember what I put in the things that I like, but I'm just happy to get something from you, Kevin. Oh, it's awesome. Fantastic. I
figured since you're so busy all the time.
Yeah.
Here,
Brilliant.
here to there, to everywhere. I could use a calendar, so.
Fantastic. That's so lovely of you. Perfect choice. You're absolutely right. I totally need a calendar to keep track of things. And this one, New England Coast. It's just going to even more make me want to come and visit you all. It's going to be with me all year. Thank you so much, Kevin.
You're very welcome.
It's brilliant. Thank you. Yeah, and wasn't the friendidote and that whole party that we had, it was so great. I feel like this year's got off to a really good start, thanks to the Daily Antidote of Song. So, and thanks to Johnny yesterday. Wasn't that incredible? Oh, it was just so good. Blimey. What talent. So, let us draw things to a close. If there's anyone new, I think there are possibly some new people, feel free to stay on a little at the end, and Joe will unmute you and you can just have a quick word and say who you are and where you're from, where you heard of us. And I think that's probably everything. So let's say goodbye. Bye to Joe. Thanks so much for everything. And it's goodbye to Annette, and goodbye to Deli, goodbye to Arlene, goodbye to Harvey in Great Neck, New York. Wow. It's goodbye to Brian, bye to Deborah in Kentucky, goodbye to Sheila in Florida, goodbye to Cricket, goodbye to Susan G, Sarah in Texas, Janet in Atlanta, and Kathy in Virginia, Kathleen in Albuquerque, Pete, oh it's gone off, and Janet in Toronto, Johnny Harper, there you are, what a star. Oh, it's hopping around, Susan Miller in Seattle, Carolyn and Winter Elf in DC, Kevin, thank you so much for the present, Kevin, Secret Santa, Steve and Michelle, Rosalie Denonfield, Squirrely Carolyn of Boise, Eluder and Mark, Amanda, Alex and Miles, see you soon, Anne Lafferty, Jim in NYC, next screen please, Sue Sean, goodbye to you, Nancy, Irish Cow, and Christiana and Bob, great to see you guys, Carol, Martha Wagner, Ruth in Birmingham, England, up the road from me, all the curly tops but Don. That looks a bit like Ruth again. How can that possibly be? And Galaxy, and Bob and Mabel, and the Bears, Suzanne, Jane, another Texan, Jamie Dundas in Victoria, BC. It's Don, and Naria Curly Top, and Dan Walker in Vienna. Bubbly Cat, very, very bubbly. Shari, and Trish, and Spice, and Rosemary, and Penny, and Storm. What hat have you got today, Storm? It's so good. They are so amazing. That's the secret source of your power. And Jane in Maryland, Toby, also Hindi, people off camera, Kate and Sandy and Aloysius and Gary and Aaron and anyone left behind, slowing down. Did we get everybody? Amos, LMG, Sarah Hartigan, Elise Witt. I hope that possibly might be everybody. Did we say Rosemary Irving? I think that's everyone. Apologies if we missed you. So goodbye from here in England. It was lovely to spend this time with you. I don't know if anyone else needs to come on, Joe or Aaron, or if we should just say goodbye. And we have the gang here. I don't know if you can see them. Maybe they would all like to wave.
We have Yoshi here. This is Yoshi. My little Yoshi is so relaxed.